I love that. I love that very diplomatic answer coming out of Teague up there, Pycat. A player who has been on VP is going to win.
Wonderful, wonderful.
What did you expect?
Prepare for battle.
Ooh. That's true. What? Does he include Prodigy in that then? Well, actually, no, because Epi was on VP and then he was off VP. He's back on VP, right? There you go. So, I'm covering my breath. He's still on this one. I mean, he is one of our panelists. They are genius. And something that I've noticed, by the way, I don't know if you feel this way as well, but like, obviously we've only watching the previous game, now this one. It feels like when most teams with their supports are thinking about like, how do we like win the lane? How do we beat the lane? 404 seem to have this different approach. Like they're always fixated on what their supports will do later on in the game, right? It's not about these lane bullets.
I sense.
Oh my god! Wow, wow. I mean, it's smart for me. It's like it sounds kind of weird because I'd say for like the last several months, it's felt like you win lane, you win game, right? Like I feel we have started to shift away from it, but just a few months ago, like lanes seemed to be all that mattered, right? You win your lanes, game is yours. It's very hard to like throw the lead. Yeah, because
the battle begins.
First blood. First blood, by an arbitrary definition.
I like that point you made where it's kind of anti-draft. It's kind of like when someone's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's just every time you do something, it's like, I've activated your my trap card. There's another trap card. There's another trap card. Like, it is all based on something VP does that 404 wants to respond to. It feels kind of smart when you have a spec in the draft as well, right? Because that means you can always just play for this later and later and later time in the game.
I sense distortions in the void.
Yeah, no.
What did you expect?
Yeah, and this mid lane could get volatile with one misstep. In fact, GPK almost got his hands on sumail when he was close to the tower, but luckily the Kerpify kind of counters out GPK's ability to shockwave into a skewer back up. I think he's identified that. That's why GPK, he's decided, just gonna go for shockwave and power rally, skewer. It's nice if you can do it, but Pugna, one of the hardest heroes to actually catch off like. Maximize. That being said, VP, as they go on, their damage is going to be very heavy into that right click. And you did mention that while VP on at, a weakness in the late game, it would be fair to say that Solo's role in this game is going to become very lethal as you approach those later times, later points. Just about going to get away.
Denied.
And we do see no one's gone for that urn. It just seems to be more or less the standard now for these offlane void spirits. Even if you aren't killing early, the stats are free.
What did you expect?
Ooh, cool alias here. I don't think they have the damage level poison though.
What did you expect?
Maybe if they got in front of him. Pesky Enchantresses will fast. So far, I'm kind of questioning how maybe VP can ever have any kill threat on this lane. They always have a means of dodging out a lot of this Juggernaut's damage, bro.
Swift sorcerer.
That's fair
Radiant
as well,
structures are
because
fortified.
you mentioned that, and we were just talking about the fact that 404 is all about reaction, right? Usually when your spec doesn't farm well, the recovery is, oh, we have heroes that can just find a cheeky kill with the
Radiant's
specters
courier
pawn
has been
here and there,
killed.
but they don't necessarily have that in huge bulk, shall we?
Don't mind if I
Bounty,
do.
which my matriarch
Radiant
would
are
prize.
scaring.
I'll take that.
No, I guess the concern is that you got this Pugna. You want to try and chip down these towers quickly because of that aforementioned Magnus and how the juggle recover. So in some ways, the pressure's kind of on Sumail to be able to find those successful rotations that can open up that jungle. Safe's not too bent up about being stuck here, because of course if there's one hero and their draft, one support in this game that would love to get those early levels quickly, it's going to be board. No real egg here on the
Dire's
side of
middle tower
404.
is under attack.
Not pressure on the Cjbeards here as well. They won't be able to find him. RP on the other side. They've got him. Sumail, Pete burn up here. Life drain. He's going to stay alive. They don't have any means of interrupting this right now. And reinforcements are coming. Sumail's going to live. Yeah, he needs to be careful about the way they re-engage. They'll get the Cjbeards kill. Sumail just continues the life drain up to make sure GPK cannot try and aggress him. He's able to walk away. It's that moment where he's just like counting the stuns. He's like, wait, you've used everything. Let me just press one button. It's not a big cooldown anyway. If you interrupt it in the next few seconds, I'll have it again. Meteor hammer. I think the meme hammer is someone we see, you instantly pick it up or you don't bother on the tide. You know, we talked about how nice it is for stats. The synergy with spells is a little bit loose, awkward. The back and forth brawl in the mid lane. Sumail just slowly trying to chip away at this tower. There's going to be a dive through. Make sure that they definitely move away. RP is going to be available in the 30s, so Sumail just trying to make the most of the freedom he has to chip away at the tower. Kills. I mean, no one's rotated. They're just letting the jug free farm now.
Where are you going?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
wants to pop him.
Radiant's top tower
One's got
is
double
under
astral step.
attack.
Dodge out, simulate. No, he gets stunned on the high ground. RP's a whiff, though. They thought they'd outbrained him there. Two big ultimates. In the end, no one finds the one way out of it.
This will do just fine.
And it's Ravage and RP. It's definitely a big commitment to gain. 4-4 with those on cooldown. Maybe they shall try and make a move somewhere because you've got the Horn to play off of. You've got your Void Spirit up at level 6. So there might be some punishment coming the way of you. Just a matter of where. I think I was gonna say is like none of these cores that VP have are easy to pick off for 4-4, right? Like it feels like if 4-4 ever want to get kills in this early game, it's
Radiant's
probably
bottom tower is under attack.
Regeneration.
They might well do more than cancel it. They've got the skewer. They'll drag him up under the tower. Life drain will begin. Has he got enough? It's going to be close, but no cigar. The max down power gives GPK the big clip. Yeah, that's when Ice Frog steps in. The game pauses. He just appears out of a magical light in the sky, and then Pugna disappears. So you're slightly...
A bauble from the void.
Demon.
Heard of me?
A bounty which my matriarch will prize.
Dire's top
And
tower
it's usually
is
one or
under
two
attack.
items that the carries get early on, because on the other side we're seeing the other item. Epikid's going for the Mask of Madness, and not often to think Battle Fury is the way in this game because he's got that mag. Instead it goes
Dire's
straight
top
for the
tower
Manta
is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is
they
under
could dive.
attack. Dire's top tower is under
no,
attack.
they see him. He's got the TP out though, and they realize it's not worth it. They don't want to use an RP.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It's like they look at it, they do the maths, they go, well, I mean, if I was the RP or Ravage creeps, it would be worth more at this stage. Get out of it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He doesn't need to rely on the mag at all times, so the mag is free to kind of go around and make plays. That's always the flip side when you have the core mag is, like, are your farming patterns overlapping? If you want it, you'll come to me, he says. So Epikid does get that. He'll be able to run his way through the jungle. I wonder if they'll just linger around mid, maybe look for an opportunity to like, tower take up, Pugna kill. He has the range now. He's got the Aether Lens and the Keen Optic. If you can't hit the towers occasionally at that point, I'm not sure when you can. Life Drain. Whoa. Ooh, not enough. Even with the extra range.
I sense distortions.
They will at least get the
Dire's
tower.
middle tower
And I'll Pugna
has
Pro
fallen.
GPK. Every time the skewer's on cooldown, it's going to be very hard for him to make an aggressive play. No one takes that opportunity. Yokes a kill quickly. Sumail moves in a little bit deep. Obby Slash bouncing around. Does move across to Sumail. Trying to move with the Invis Rune. They will protect with the disruption. And a TP out from Epikid. Sumail is going to live. Needs to be careful though. Gush to slow him down. They could just look. The Ravage is up and they will. Stun him up. Egg's going to be there as well. Horn in, but the RP is going to come through into no one. Run him down. They'll also lose the Wyve. And everybody is just dying on the side of 404 as they'll lose Science Ramses. It's a team wipe. VP. I only needed 3 to do it.
Undertow.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He left.
Radiant's
He doesn't get
structures
credit.
are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And that all comes off the back of what we see happen so often these days, where a team baits themselves in with an Enchantress. And it wasn't that she's level 6 and it just takes ages to kill. It's that 404, they prove they have so much reach, but when you're in, I mean, that just makes it very easy for VP to initiate without any mobility item.
Listen to just to our advantage.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Serves as
I do get him in the end. This is just the life now. Sumail says, protect me and anyone who comes here, I'll just press one button on the... But DM not really going to be deterred, so I'm not sure how much chip damage you'll get away on this Tid. So Sumail? Ooh, he's going to live.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I don't think that was part of the plan. He wasn't expecting tower aggro for that. Yeah, so I feel like Sumail, he's a genius. He just had ball, he knew. He was trying to bait them in. But no, I think that was another instance of tower aggro being a little bit... I've seen a lot of those these days. Ramsey's going to just TP away, able to do so. Stun to honestly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Don't mind if I do.
No, right now he's like, solo, please. The solo's busy getting his own gold, going towards that blink dagger. Get a decent amount of gold as well as usually do. And Ramsey's, of course, is going to be going towards that Radiance build. We've been seeing it kind of make a little bit of a resurgence now, realizing that you can play for those later timings.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
distortions in the void.
Well, we're seeing how they can kind of manipulate VP so far, right? Like they're limited on their stuns, and their stuns are very impactful, but they're very costly in terms of food.
Haste.
And we're going to find a cheap pick on his ads. Disruption will buy him 2 more seconds before his balls. Definitely gone. That is the early warning alarm, though. As for a full retreat from around the mid area. I'm still on this top lane. Desperately trying to get this town. Look at these
Dire's
TPs.
top tower is under attack.
Sumail, TP out. Just in time, GPK looks to the wrong place. Whew. Carry sense, or mid senses rather, were tingling. He knew
Radiant's
something was
bottom
definitely
tower
wrong.
is under attack.
Alive. And it's going to be a Dagon build on this Pugna now that he's got the...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But definitely a big one is just snipe Elias out before you can Glummer Cape react as well, because that's what he's going for as his first armor choice. Almost all inches do nowadays. He'll calm down, but like you said, VP, they don't have to be afraid of this kind of calm farm situation, as they do just have the empower. They have got their jug at the top of the network
Dire's top
charts.
tower is under
Ramsey's
attack.
starting to fall a little bit behind.
Anger is useless here.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Hence those blink daggers we talked about. The solo is going to be the most crucial one, because like I said, there's no Omni Knight, but Cold Embrace
Dire's
on an
top
individual
tower
target will
is
have
under
the same
attack.
effect. So if you catch Jug just Omni slashing in one individual, completely nullify his ultimate.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
as he shields his jug from taking serious damage by taking it himself.
Dire's top
And then
tower
he realizes
is under
that
attack.
what we were talking about, that they don't have these cheap stuns that have to be high
Radiant's
value. Go for the blink
bottom
dagger
tower
next. Zayat's caught out in the same place again. Does at least get the D-ward for his death. And then, yeah, sumail just doing the pesky Pugna approach, where you know someone is going to have to come back and defend against you poking at tier 3 tower.
Radiant are scanning.
Wait up.
Well, he has no astral step. Got the simulate. He gets waiting. Spin's going to be there. He's buying enough time to have the astral step to get away, though. And reinforcements. You make 3,800 down payments for 1 gold, and that's how you get it completed. How would that's got me.
This would do
Imagine if
just
he had some
fine.
sort of a loan mechanic. Loan mechanic. You can loan another person gold, but they have to pay you back X interest. Sounds pretty stupid, like the gambler hero, right? And then he doesn't, and you just like a normal loan shark break his legs. All of a sudden, Spectre's moving around the map at 2 movement speed. Probably not a good example of Spectre levitate, so I don't think she needs the legs. But I think that sounds too close to Gambler that I've been told about. Was it Gambler is the name of the hero? Where he just gets gold and... gold. But like, I feel as if we get loans, then we're going to invite Gambler back in. From what I heard, it was not a fun hero to play against. Yeah, they've got some things to play off of if they can find pickoffs right now, because like you said, the Raids is online. No one getting close to that Ags, but they do now have the Blink Dagger on solo. They have a quick way in. Sumail, of course, had that Blink Dagger for a while. Just making it hard for VP. Oh.
Dire are scanning. Dire's courier has
TP
been
needs
killed.
some TV right now. A little bit too close for comfort there. They were rotating towards him when TP was on cooldown for 20, and that's a lot of time wasted by VP. If that was
Regeneration.
like I said, yeah, you're right in that kind of magical damage scale. I guess that the problem there is Spec doesn't really shift towards a true physical damage dealer until like what, 3-4 items in. You're mostly about this magical now with the Radiance. You're definitely not getting it from the other cores. Maybe after the Axe, no one says, "Oh, I'll get an Axe. I'll get a Deso rather. We need some extra damage," but not really the build that we usually.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oof. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like you see them initiate your teammate, you decrepify them, then you right-click them because you've saved your teammate, so they can't be right-clicked anymore. You build an A.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top
Quite
tower
fast
is
actually
under
for this point in the
attack.
game for the lineup. I don't think VP are expecting this at all because this is not what you call a traditional
Radiant's
roaching
bottom
lineup.
tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Roshan has fallen to the
Now
Radiant.
Ramses can dish out a lot of damage before he dies. Now having an Aegis in his possession. Ever close to that Manta. All of a sudden, VP might be a little bit reluctant to try for these quick pickoffs with smoke gangs.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's all about jump on that backline, right? There's so many heroes that tank up the Spectre further. Whether you're talking about the disruption, creating those illusions, the Roche bit, the dispersion, or the obvious ones, the Cold Embrace and the Spec, the Wyvern spec, and then even Sumail with the life drain. Like the effective HP on Ramses in this game cannot be underrated. You can't really fight him directly. Ready to zap anyone's ass if they're not looking.
We'll turn this time.
This is the other good thing they got from him as well. There's not really an easy way of locking down no one because you don't have any true instant stun. You can maybe dodge out or interrupt your RP or your Ravage attempt. So he's scouting forward always. Ravage, jump in. They see an opportunity. It's going to be brought down. Horn is used. Cut to the back line. They force out the egg. Skewer across, though. An RP dodged out, so GPK does hold on to it. On the other side of the fire, though, MP Kid is being kited here. They will ball up and move forward as they do see Solo, who's already used the Witness Curse. He's just out of range of the burn. He has got the Cold Embrace as well. But it looks like they will be able to pick off the support duo of 404. Looks like that's all they're going to get. They do still have the RP to play around, mind you, but it was a big commitment of the Ravage and the Egg for what a not long death time in 404.
My sprites are with us.
Jason. No one just messing with them. GPK being whittled away out. They want to try and force the BKB out, but it's just too much sustain. That's what you kept mentioning. Tidehunter's build ensures that anytime they commit something big, it's going to be for
Dire's
something in
bottom
return.
tower is under attack.
Juggernaut!
No one's still screwing with them.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Layers upon layers. The Ramses is making the best of the situation. He says,
Dire
okay, if they're all going
are
to screw around the
scanning.
mid lane, I'll get a tower in the bot. No horn for 60 means they can't try and make a good aggressive play.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I
Radiant's
guess
top
that's a
tower
big
is
concern
under
as well.
attack.
Is like VP's cooldowns don't really feel that detrimental when you think of how much 404 are relying on the horn to do anything.
I'll hurry my foe to his spike.
Yeah, loading away. Mooning on every kid. No one cuts the back line. RP's going to come out. No, it does connect. Void Spirit. A bit of trouble. Being dragged back. Able to move away. Ramses is going to go over the Aegis, though. No one stances them up. Moves away with the Astral Step. They need to help out their spec. Blade Mail gets activated. Jump in
Radiant's
with
top
the egg
tower
being
is
thrown
under
down. They'll try and right click through it quickly. Witness Curse will buy enough time. They'll get rid of the egg. With that one being scrambled, they'll look to back up a little, force GPK up to the high ground and zone them away so they can
Dire's
take the tier 2
structures are
tower.
fortified. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They do have the horn, but no Winner's Curse can make you a little bit reluctant. You don't have that big fat stop what you're doing and hit each other moment. Horn, there it is. Cuts the back line on the Elias, down to half HP already, but the Glimmer Cape protects him.
Dire's
No one
bottom
has no
tower
Astral
is
Step.
under
Has to wait
attack.
2 seconds. Ramses hit up. Cold Embrace will protect him. Ravage chases through, but he's in the tree line. Skewer across is good. Ramses falls and no one. Chased on 2 next. They decide to stop for Zayas. This is an easier kill, but they know that no one has committed all of his resources. He's got to dissimulate, but no Astral Step for 10 seconds. They have no way of stopping a
Dire's
TP
middle
out, so he will at
tower
least
is
get
under
away.
attack.
The price is high for 404.
I'll take that.
Yeah. No, it's more or less when they go in, they're sitting there going, okay, how will we make them kill themselves with dispersion, right? That's what it kind of feels like.
Regeneration!
There is some uncontrolled damage. but it's not enough health to make the Spectre truly formidable. I love the way he parked himself in that previous fight, right? The aggressive blink forward. It's like, well, I don't have a Ravage. I'm not that scary, but guess what? None of you squishy heroes can run past me. That's going to hurt you too much. Damn effective. It seems like whenever the Decrepify comes out, they just switch targets. They seem to be quick enough. The way 404 kind of getting caught, and these Ravages with these RPs, it's usually at least 2 fine.
This will do just fine.
Find someone top lane. Mel is going to back up ahead of time. No one's going to linger around. He's the only one who can try and just shove these waves out. It's going to be that way for a while until that Abyssal you mentioned comes out, because nobody else is building any sort of instant. At one point, Save was considering, I believe, a Sheep Stick, but he switched it up for a much cheaper Glimmer Cape option. A way off.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
A bounty which my matriarch will prize.
Yeah, and also that aforementioned Glimmer Cape he's built. Like Ilias already has his. You can have double Glimmer.
Scanning.
And as you mentioned earlier, 404. Still magical. Such an easy game to counter the damage from your team, your opponent's team. They're trying to punish him here, and they will. RP's gonna be there. He hits the first hit bash to ensure that's the case, and there's no one gone for 60.
What did you expect? What did you expect?
Pesky split pushing from 404, as no one else on their team can really safely shove out these lanes. We saw how risky and close it's been for
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And he's building towards the Silver Edge next, so they'll have the means to counter out Ramses as hard as he's trying to counter out them right now, and the sustain that VP have. Question is, like, what do you do?
Radiant
No one's
are
up.
scanning.
Don't think he's likely to buy on this Deso, considering the state of the game that you're at right now. He has the Enchanted Quiver, so you're upping your damage again, but it's another type of magical damage. There's got to be some sort of pivot point that one of these heroes can make, and I'm worried at this rate we're going to be looking at late game Winter Wyvern right click 404's for the damage. Yeah, you need 30 at this point. He did buy out on her as well, so if this goes awry, he's dead for a very long time. Both teams will just put their core. Ramsey's just gold. And when you see different cores like this, you kind of imagine, like, what would the baby look like? Got a kitten, and the it would have been the two in the pit, so Shadow Demon and just like the key. But then I don't even know what Shadow Demon is. Something like that. I think so. And it looks like Visage and Nature's Prophet had a bird baby. The problem is, for some reason for me, it's completely green. Yeah, he's got a pretty particle effect. Both teams just very reluctant around this road. Like, any slip up either side could just lead the opponent straight into your base. And look at this, DM. I don't know if this is a fast enough kill. I don't think you want this. Yeah, they're coming.
Yes. This will do just fine.
Tide to our advantage.
Hoppy, straight away they catch Void Spirit. X gonna go down as well. They commit everything with the kitchen sink to ensure no one's gone. And they saw the Dessa, which means they know he had no buyback at all. That should be roast for them now. 104 for more. They're getting a lot of value out of this Axe. Ravage is going to be there, connecting on multiple heroes. They find Soul in the back line. He's gone to the Swift Slash. On the side, Shadow Demon's going to go down as well. And Ramsey's running for the high hill. He's short of a team to hold it with. He'll just TP away. And Roche is most definitely in the hands of VP. Ooh, GPK. Almost got the chance at a first hit bash as Ramsey barely gets away. Okay, send it there. Because we're full 0-4, like, no, that's all we wanted. This draft has reached its limits. We'll go game 3, but we'll do it in style. I think they're going to make VP get a few more kills first. Whoop. We'll preview the damage that can be done to a Jug with 3k HP by a Pugna as he loses half of his HP.
Bounty!
But the problem with that is you have, the only way that works is if DM is nearby. And DM, as he approaches this base, is always going to be nearby. That he's in pretty deep here. Force them out. The ultimate's on cooldown, so maybe you can find something here. Get pushed up. Trying to do what he can. Skewer back. They find Solo. Winner's Curse going to come out. Ramsey trying to sidestep, move away from this. Bird being chased onto. Save does have the egg in 10 seconds. Now they'll turn, move forward on the sumail. He's got the decrep for himself, but Cjbeards has no protection, and the ugly slash runs on so long that they will kill and force the buyback out of sumail. Buyback comes out from save. GPK, 1 point. Finds the big targets. They run down and kill off Solo and no one. And Ramsey's, he might have a lot of health, but they have a lot of damage. They'll run him down as well, straight outside the base of 404. And GPK, he'll hunt for more. He'll find sumail. He'll get the bash, short of a rampage, but goddamn does he feel like he just earned one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
No way to stop him. No way to curse for 20. The damage is too
Radiant's
high.
middle tower has
Even
fallen.
if you kill one member of VP, it's not going to be enough. They throw down the egg. They get a bash and an abyssal on top of Cjbeards to force them to type that GG. Tell us we are going to a game
Radiant's
3.
middle barracks are under attack. Dire victory.